Hey y'all, welcome back to the shop. We got some parts in for the Pro V motor, so we're going to go ahead and get some of them thrown on here. So let's get the camera over here and we'll show you what we're doing. Alright y'all, what we got going on here is we got the flywheel, and this is a billet flywheel, so there's no magnets or anything on the side. This is a used flywheel, so I went ahead and cleaned this bore up with a little Scotch-Brite. This is a brand new crank. It didn't, it's smooth, it wasn't rusty or anything, so left it alone. But I'm going to show you what I do before I permanently mount it on. I take a little bit of lapping compound. I put it on here, put it all the way around it. Little's good, more's better. Get all the way around there. And then I take this flywheel, I set it up on there, and I rotate it a few times. Make sure you push in on it, get it back on its taper. And what that's going to do is that's going to take out any imperfections that's on this crank or in that bore. It's going to smooth them out real nice, so that that flywheel will bite 360 degrees around that. You guys probably can't see on the video here, but it's got a nice pattern all the way around there where it made contact all the way around. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to take a little brake clean this up, clean the crank up, clean the flywheel up, and we'll get ready to install that. Alright y'all, I've got the Woodruff key here. This is just a stock, Kohler command Woodruff key. Get it in there, and if you do have to tap it in with a hammer or anything, just be gentle, hit it straight. Looks like that end needs to come down just a little bit more. Alright, should be in there. I should be able to slide this right up on there. Yep, just like that. Alright, I'm going to get the bolt for the end here, and we'll get it on and get it torqued. Alright y'all, I didn't have the stock bolt for it, or the washer, so I had a bolt and a nut or a bolt and a washer that'll work. Just to hold it on there for right now, I'll get the bolt and everything and get it all torqued in. You may notice this has a magnet on it. We won't be using that. Doesn't matter if it's on there. This is balanced. We're going to do an electronic ignition on this, so the magnet's not going to do anything. We do have the bracket to mount the coils on. They're on their way. There it is. It mounts in the stock coil location with a couple bolts on each side, and the coils mount here, and then spark plug wires, go from there. So that's got that mounted on. We'll do the this will be the exhaust. We'll spin this around and let's see if we can't get the electronic ignition mounted up on this thing. Alright y'all, this is the electronic ignition we're using. It's got two pickups, one for each cylinder, and then there's a magnet wheel, trigger wheel that goes on, and you can see there's a magnet right there. It triggers these, tells the coil when to fire. So we're going to go ahead and mount this up, and it uses the stock locations on the block. Mount it up. And it's slotted because it's designed to be able to adjust the timing by rotating it, but I've always found it's easier just to turn the trigger wheel than to try to rotate this back and forth. Like I said, it's just my preference, the way I like to do it. Sometimes this gets a little awkward trying to rotate it, but it'll be alright. So just 4 bolts in it like that, and then this I was actually test fitting this the other day when we got done putting the flywheel on, and this ring on here was about 1.125 inches, and this is 1.25 inches crank. So I had to go to the machine shop and machine this thing out. I've got a little bit of video of me doing that, so I'll probably throw it in here. But alright, y'all, we got this all set up here in the vise, and hopefully that you guys can see what's going on. What I got to do is I have to mill out. This is like 1.125 inches. I got to take it to 1.25 inches. So on the inside. So I got this all set up, and hopefully it works out for me. So I'm gonna fire it up, and let's do a little milling here, or machining. Alright, y'all, there's my first pass. So I'm gonna grab my calipers, and we'll see if we can see what this measures, and we'll bring you back. Alright, y'all, notice I changed tools here, and this has to be 1.25, and we are at 1.254, 252. Hey, it'll work. It's only 100 thousandths out. Pretty good for a novice machinist. So let's get this back over to the house, and we'll get her thrown on the engine. So easy way to get this set. Initial timing is, it's pretty standard that where the keyway's at on the PTO, that's your top dead center. You know, that points towards your piston. When it's pointed towards the cylinder, that cylinder is pretty close to top dead center. So all we do is put it on there, take an Allen wrench, make sure we're kind of lined up there. And I may have to, this is actually supposed to stick back underneath of these here a little bit, and when I was test fitting it earlier, it wasn't wanting to slide back underneath there. So what I may end up having to do, I don't know if this ain't the right magnetic ring for this or what, but what I may end up having to do is opening these slots up a little bit so I can lift up on it. So I'd cut out here, 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 here. It's not much, 35 thousandths of an inch or something like that maybe. But it should be back in. I'll take you guys off the stand and show you what I'm talking about, how it should be set back in. So give me a second to get the camera off the tripod, and we'll bring you over here. Alright, y'all, hope you can see here, right here, it's supposed to be back in this little opening back here, and it won't slide underneath. It's this one right here that's the problem. I don't know if it's where it's mounted, how it's mounted on here, if these two little Allen head screws, if those are off just a bit, or maybe the machining of this part was off a little bit, or maybe this isn't the right exact wheel for this. Maybe the machining of this was off a little bit. I don't know, but we can fix it. Like I said, we can open the slots up. It'll be these 4 slots there, but we can open them up a little bit, and it just has to go up just a hair. So I doubt if you guys can even see the amount it has to go up. It's not much, but this magnet should be right halfway on this protrusion on this trigger, so this pickup. So that's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and machine those, and I'll get it bolted on, and we'll bring you all back. Alright, y'all. Hope you guys can see that without too much of distortion there from the light. We got it. It's got plenty of clearance in there. And as you can see here, that magnet's right where it needs to be. So there it is. I got the ignition put on. I am going to have to clip a little bit off these corners here. I'm going to guess that the mounting holes in the block and the casting are off a little bit, just due to where I had to grind and how I had to grind. It wasn't even all the way around. So, but yep, there we go. That'll work. And then when we get the coils, this end here, 2 red wires there will go positive out to this, and then the white and the black are your trigger wires that basically your ground, just like you're in your points, tells the coil when to fire. So, and you can see up here that, you know, one wire, the white one here, goes to this side, the black one goes to this side. You know, that'll be that cylinder, and that'll, you know, this will be that cylinder, this will be that cylinder. Tells it when to fire. So, alright, I think I'm going to end the video here. Alright, y'all, there you have it. We got the flywheel installed. I still have to get the bolt for it and the washer and torque it down. That's no big deal. We got the electronic ignition put on. Waiting on the coils. The coils should be here a few days, I'm thinking. Maybe over the weekend or something. But we'll get those in. I'll show you guys how to mount that bracket up, mount those up, show you how to wire them up. Then we're going to move on to the intake and the exhaust and valve covers, and this thing should be ready to fire. We do have to, the front balancer where the starter pulley is at, it's not a balancer, it's a starter pulley is what it is, for lack of better terms. Got to get that mounted up. Mark is getting the sleeve for that to get it mounted, so we should have that here shortly too. Again, appreciate you all watching, checking out the videos. If you would, please hit that like button, share this video out, leave me a comment down on the bottom if you like them. Also, do you guys like the what am I doing style videos where the camera's just back a little bit and I'm working, or do you like the DIY informative, you know, show you step by step what's going on? Let me know in the comments which way you like them. I try to do the DIY kind of stuff, but you know, if you guys rather just watch me work on the stuff with a little short, you know, small explanation, you know, not in depth and everything, let me know. Thanks. Really would appreciate that. And that's it. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you all on the next one.